Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to be tackling the world of furniture manufacturing.
Okay.
Specifically, we're going to be looking at how to find the perfect partner for your online store.
Wow.
I know it can feel a little like you're searching for a needle in a haystack.
Right.
There are just so many options out there,
Uh-huh.
but don't worry, you've come to the right place.
Yeah.
We've got an expert here with us today with over 20 years of experience
Wow.
working with retailers and wholesalers, particularly in the heart of European furniture hubs
Okay.
like Germany, Holland, and Switzerland.
Wow. Yeah.
And
Butter for sweet.
even more impressive,
Yeah.
they've managed over 20 factories
Oh, wow.
and have a deep understanding of how those global supply chains actually work.
It's great to be here. I'm happy to share what I've learned
Awesome.
over the years.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah.
So imagine you're scrolling online and you spot this incredible piece of furniture.
Mm-hmm.
You absolutely have to have it in your store. But how do you even find out who made it?
Oh, that's a great question.
It's tough, right?
It is. Yeah, it's like being a furniture detective,
Yeah.
right? You'd be surprised how often a simple reverse image search on Google Images
Oh, okay.
can crack the case.
Really?
Just upload the product photo and see what pops up. You might land right on the manufacturer's website
Okay.
or find wholesale listings that give you the name.
That's a great tip.
Yeah.
I admit, I usually just use reverse image search to figure out what breed my dog is.
Sure.
But it makes total sense to use it for furniture, too.
Absolutely.
What about when that doesn't work, though?
Yeah.
Like there's no obvious branding
Right.
or the image search just leads to a dead end?
Then it's time to dig a little deeper.
Okay.
Examine those product photos closely.
Mm-hmm.
Look for any subtle branding, labels, even tags that might give you a clue.
Okay.
And don't forget to read those product descriptions
Right.
and customer reviews carefully. Sometimes they contain hidden gems.
Yeah.
People might mention the perceived origin of the piece or drop hints about the manufacturer.
Oh, so it's all about being observant
Right.
and piecing together the clues, like
Yeah.
a true furniture detective.
That's right.
What if you've exhausted all those options and you still can't pinpoint the maker?
Then we turn to the big guns.
Okay.
Online directories.
You're right.
Sites like Alibaba and global sources are treasure troves of manufacturers
Okay.
from around the globe.
Yeah.
You can search by product type, material, even location.
That makes sense.
LinkedIn is another powerful tool.
Yeah.
It's not just for job hunting.
Yeah.
You can search for companies and individuals within the furniture industry and see who's connected to whom.
Oh, interesting.
It can help you uncover those hidden links in the supply chain.
So it's all about connecting the dots,
Right.
like building a puzzle.
Yes,
This is where your years of experience really come in handy.
definitely.
Yeah.
And beyond those resources,
Yeah.
don't underestimate the power of good old-fashioned networking, industry forums,
Yeah.
and social media groups
Okay.
dedicated to furniture are gold mines.
Right.
Connect with people who are already in the know.
Yeah.
They might have insights or recommendations that could save you a ton of time and effort.
So it sounds like persistence is key.
It is.
But before we get too lost in the weeds of tracking down individual manufacturers,
Yeah.
I kind of want to take a step back
Yeah.
and look at the bigger picture.
Okay.
How do the big furniture giants like Ashley Furniture approach manufacturing?
Oh, that's a great question
Yeah.
because it highlights a really important concept,
Okay.
diversification.
All right.
Ashley Furniture, for example, manufactures in several countries,
Oh, wow.
including the U.S., China, and Vietnam.
Huh?
That's a strategic decision
Okay.
to balance quality, cost-effectiveness,
Right.
and frankly, risk management.
Okay, that makes sense. Not putting all your eggs in one basket, so to speak.
Precisely. Imagine if all your furniture production was tied to one location,
Yeah.
and then something unexpected happens.
Right.
A natural disaster, political instability, or even a pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
Your entire business could be thrown into chaos.
That's a scary thought.
It is.
So having multiple manufacturing sources can act as a safety net.
Exactly. But there's more to it than just risk mitigation.
Okay.
Different regions have different strengths and specializations.
Right?
Some countries might be known for their craftsmanship with specific materials,
Mm-hmm.
while others might excel at large-scale,
Yeah.
cost-efficient production. By diversifying your sources, you can tap into those unique regional advantages.
So you gain more flexibility.
Right.
and options.
That's right.
But I imagine managing multiple manufacturers across different continents
Yeah.
comes with its own set of challenges.
It certainly does.
Yeah.
You're dealing with different time zones, potential language barriers, and even varying cultural norms.
Right.
In business practices,
Oh, yeah.
there's a complexity
Yeah.
to coordinating everything.
So it's about weighing the pros and cons carefully. More flexibility and risk management,
Right.
but also potential for more headaches
Yeah.
in terms of logistics and communication.
That's a great way to sum it up. The key takeaway is that regardless of whether you choose one or multiple manufacturers, clear communication, mutual respect, and a solid understanding of each other's expectations
Right.
are absolutely essential for a successful partnership.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So let's say you've done your research and you have a general idea of what you're looking for in
Yeah.
a manufacturer.
Uh-huh.
How do you actually find one?
Right.
That's the right fit.
That's where the real matchmaking begins.
Okay.
Think of it like dating,
All right.
but for your business.
Okay.
It's not just about production capacity. It's about finding a partner who shares your values,
Right.
your vision,
Right.
and your commitment to quality.
I love that analogy. So it's about compatibility,
Exactly.
not just checking boxes on a list of requirements.
And just like dating, you need to be clear about what you're looking for.
Okay.
Define your needs.
Right.
What types of furniture do you specialize in? What materials are important to you?
Yeah.
What production volumes do you need?
Uh-huh.
How much customization do you require?
So having a solid understanding of your own business
Right.
and its needs is essential before you even start looking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go on a date without knowing what you're looking for in a partner. Right.
Right.
The same applies to finding a manufacturer.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So once you've got that clarity, where do you start your search?
There are a few great avenues to explore.
Right.
Online platforms like Made in China or industry-specific networks can be incredibly helpful.
All right.
They're like matchmakers,
Okay.
connecting businesses with potential manufacturers based on your specific criteria.
So they take some of the guesswork out of the process.
They can definitely help you narrow down your options.
Okay.
And never underestimate the power of trade shows.
All right.
Whether virtual or in person,
Uh-huh.
they offer a chance to see products firsthand,
Right.
meet manufacturers face-to-face,
Yeah.
and get a feel for their company culture.
So it's not just about ticking boxes on a checklist.
Okay.
It's about building a connection
Yeah.
and seeing if the chemistry is right.
Exactly. I remember once meeting a manufacturer who looked perfect on paper.
Really?
Experience, certifications, everything.
Oh, wow.
But during our conversation,
Yeah.
I realized their approach to sustainability
Uh-huh.
didn't align with mine at all.
Mm.
It was a deal breaker for me.
Wow.
Aligning on values is crucial
Yeah.
for a long-term partnership.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Shared values are essential in business and in life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to ask tough questions about their processes, their ethics, and their commitment to things like quality control and ethical sourcing.
Okay.
It's about finding that sweet spot
Yeah.
where your needs and their capabilities align perfectly.
So it's all about finding that perfect match.
Mhm.
A manufacturer who can bring your vision to life
Right.
while also sharing your values.
That's right.
It's like finding your business soulmate.
Exactly. And remember, you're not just looking for a manufacturer.
Uh-huh.
You're looking for a partner
Okay.
who can help you grow your business
Mm-hmm.
and achieve your long-term goals.
Speaking of long-term goals,
Yeah.
how do you figure out who the real manufacturer is?
Right.
Especially with private labeling
Mm.
being so common these days.
That's a great question, and it can be tricky to navigate.
Yeah.
It's like peeling back the layers of an onion.
Okay.
Start by examining the product itself.
All right.
Are there any unique design elements, materials, or even subtle markings that stand out?
So you're looking for clues, like a fingerprint that identifies the maker.
Precisely. Use those unique characteristics in your online searches.
Okay.
Certifications and compliance labels can also be valuable clues.
Right.
For example, if a product boasts a specific safety certification,
Mm-hmm.
check the certifying body's database.
Okay.
You might find the manufacturer listed there.
Ah, so it's about using those certifications as breadcrumbs to follow the trail.
Exactly. And don't forget the power of networking.
Mm-hmm.
Tap into those industry groups and forums.
Right.
Someone out there might have the insider knowledge you need.
It's like having a network of secret agents working for you.
You could say that.
Okay.
And if you're still hitting roadblocks,
Yeah.
consider professional help.
Okay.
Sourcing agents or consultants
Mm-hmm.
specializing in furniture can leverage their experience and connections to uncover manufacturers
Right.
you might not find on your own.
And this is where your expertise comes in.
Yeah.
Having managed over 20 factories and navigated those complex global supply chains
Yeah.
becomes invaluable. You've seen it all, so you know what to look for
Yes.
and where to find it.
That's right.
Well, listeners, it sounds like you're in good hands.
Yes.
Speaking of uncovering gems,
Mm-hmm.
are there any manufacturers out there
Yeah.
that you personally feel are really getting it right?
There are many great manufacturers out there,
Yeah.
but one that comes to mind is ASKT Furniture.
All right, tell me more. What makes them stand out?
They're a company that truly prioritizes quality, affordability, and sustainability,
Okay.
all key factors for today's conscious consumer.
Right.
They specialize in dining room furniture.
Uh-huh.
And what impresses me is their dedication to unique design
Okay.
that caters to their clients' individual styles.
Oh, wow.
They don't just churn out generic pieces.
Yeah.
They put thought and care into each design.
So it's about craftsmanship
Yeah,
and a personalized approach,
that's right.
not just mass production.
Exactly. Their management team brings over 15 years of experience.
Specifically in the European market,
Okay.
which, as we discussed, is known for its high standards
Right.
and discerning customers.
That's definitely a big plus.
Mm-hmm.
What else makes them stand out?
Innovation is a core part of their DNA.
Okay.
They guarantee new product launches twice a year,
Oh, wow.
keeping their offerings fresh and aligned with the latest trends.
Right.
They also offer custom design services. So if you have a very specific vision, they can work with you to make it a reality.
Wow. So they're adaptable
Yeah.
and responsive to customer needs.
Right.
It sounds like they really strive to be a true partner,
Absolutely.
not just a supplier.
And they take compliance seriously.
Okay.
They hold recheck certificates, which basically means they meet stringent European Union regulations
Right.
for chemical safety
Yeah.
in their products.
So that provides peace of mind
Yes.
for both retailers and customers.
Exactly. They comply with EU wood regulations, demonstrating responsible sourcing practices. Okay.
And they've passed the UK FR test for chairs,
Uh-huh.
ensuring their products meet those important fire safety standards.
Right, right.
But it's not just about meeting the bare minimum requirements.
Okay.
ASKT goes above and beyond.
Right.
They're committed to eco-friendly packaging and production methods,
Wow.
constantly seeking ways to minimize their environmental impact.
So they're ticking all the right boxes. Quality, affordability, innovation, sustainability, and compliance.
They really do.
It sounds like they really have it all.
They also aim incredibly efficient and reliable.
Oh, wow.
They have a 48-hour complaint resolution policy
Okay.
and provide sample deliveries within 2 weeks
Hmm.
after a design is finalized.
Right.
And they offer fast global deliveries,
Okay.
which is essential for online retailers like yourself.
So they understand the importance of speed and efficiency
Yeah.
in the online marketplace.
Exactly. They get the entire process
Yeah.
needs to be seamless and hassle-free for retailers.
ASKT Furniture definitely sounds like a manufacturer worth looking into.
Oh, absolutely.
In fact, we'll include a link to their website in the show notes for anyone who wants to learn more.
Great.
And on that note, I think it's a good time to take a breather.
Okay.
When we come back, we'll continue exploring the world of furniture manufacturing, diving deeper into strategies and insights to help you find the perfect partner for your online store.
Sounds good.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're continuing our exploration of the furniture manufacturing landscape, and before the break, we were getting into the nitty-gritty of what makes a manufacturer like ASKT Furniture stand out.
Yes. They're a great example of a company that's really embracing those key elements that are so important today. Quality, sustainability, and a real understanding of the online retail world.
And you mentioned their commitment to sustainability,
Yeah.
which is becoming increasingly crucial for consumers.
Absolutely.
It's not just a buzzword anymore.
Yeah.
People really care about where their furniture comes from and how it's made.
Absolutely. And it goes beyond just using eco-friendly materials.
Okay.
It's about the entire production process. Minimizing waste, reducing energy consumption, ensuring ethical labor practices.
Right.
It's about being a responsible steward of the planet.
Yeah.
And that's resonating more and more with consumers.
It's about aligning your business with those values
Yes.
that matter to both you and your customers.
Exactly. Now, we've been focusing a lot on the practical aspects of finding and vetting a manufacturer.
Right.
But There's another element that's equally important,
Okay.
the human factor.
The human factor.
Yes. Remember, you're not just choosing a factory.
Oh, okay.
You're choosing people to work with.
Yeah.
These are the individuals who will be bringing your vision to life.
Right.
So it's vital that you feel comfortable and confident
Yeah.
in their abilities and that you can build a genuine rapport.
So it's about more than just ticking boxes on a list of requirements. It's about establishing a relationship built on trust and mutual respect.
Precisely. When you're evaluating potential manufacturers,
Yeah.
pay close attention to how they communicate.
Okay.
Are they responsive to your questions?
Uh-huh.
Do they seem genuinely interested in your business and its success?
Right.
Do they listen to your concerns and proactively offer solutions?
It's like any successful partnership.
Yeah,
Open and honest communication is key.
absolutely. And don't discount your gut feeling.
Yeah.
If something feels off or you're not quite vibing with a particular manufacturer,
Mm-hmm.
it's okay to move on.
Right.
You want to find a partner who you not only trust,
Yeah.
but also enjoy working with,
Right.
someone who feels like an extension of your team.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Finding the right manufacturer is a big decision. It's
Yeah.
a long-term commitment.
That's right.
You want to feel good about the people you're working with.
Exactly. It's about finding that synergy,
Yeah.
that shared passion for creating beautiful and functional furniture.
Okay.
Now, let's say you've done your due diligence.
Mm.
You've narrowed down your options.
Mm.
You've had those crucial conversations.
Right.
And you've found a manufacturer who seems like a great fit.
Okay.
What are some key things to keep in mind
Yeah.
as you move forward with that partnership?
That's a great question. It's all about setting the stage
Yes,
for a successful and collaborative relationship.
right. First and foremost,
Okay.
make sure everything is crystal clear
Mm-hmm.
and outlined in a written contract.
All right.
This document should cover all the essential details:
Okay.
production timelines, payment terms, quality standards,
Right.
intellectual property rights, and any other specific requirements you have.
So it's about protecting both parties
Yes,
and setting those clear expectations from the outset.
exactly. A well-drafted contract can prevent misunderstandings
Uh-huh.
and potential disputes down the road.
Okay.
It's like a roadmap for your partnership,
Yeah.
ensuring everyone is on the same page.
What else should retailers be thinking about
Mhm.
as they embark on this manufacturing journey?
Communication, communication, communication.
Okay.
It's crucial throughout the entire process,
Right.
not just during those initial stages.
Yeah.
Establish those open channels of communication
Mhm.
and maintain them.
Okay.
Be sure you're both on the same page
Mhm.
regarding production updates, any changes to the design or materials,
Right.
and any potential delays or challenges that might arise.
So it's about that ongoing dialogue, that
Yeah.
transparency every step of the way.
Absolutely. Regular check-ins,
Yeah.
even if just a quick email or call,
Mhm.
can go a long way in building that trust and preventing surprises.
Okay.
Now, this might seem obvious, but it's worth emphasizing.
Okay.
Quality control is paramount.
Right.
How can retailers ensure their manufacturers are meeting those quality standards
Yeah.
that are so crucial for their brand?
That's a great point. We've talked about the importance of aligning on values.
Yes,
And quality should be right up there at the top of the list.
absolutely. And don't just rely on verbal assurances. Ask for samples throughout the production process
Mm-hmm.
to make sure the materials, the craftsmanship, the overall quality is meeting your standards.
Right.
If possible, visit the factory in person. Seeing the production process firsthand
Yeah.
can give you valuable insights
Mm-hmm.
and that extra level of confidence.
It's about being proactive
Yes.
and taking the necessary steps to
Yeah.
protect your brand and your customers.
Right. Your manufacturer is an extension of your brand.
Yeah.
Their work directly reflects on you.
Right.
So you need to be 100% confident in their ability
Yeah.
to deliver those high-quality products that your customers expect.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Now, I want to shift gears a bit.
Okay.
We've been talking about finding a manufacturer
Mm.
who can meet your specific needs.
Right.
But what if you're looking for something truly unique?
Okay.
What if you want to create a furniture line
Yeah.
that's unlike anything else on the market?
That's where customization comes in. And it's an area where many manufacturers,
Mhm.
including ASKT, really excel.
Okay, so let's talk customization.
Yeah.
What are some key things retailers should consider
Okay.
if they're looking to create those bespoke, one-of-a-kind furniture pieces?
First and foremost,
Okay.
you need a clear vision of what you want to create.
Right.
This means thinking through every detail,
Okay.
the overall style, The materials, the dimensions, the functionality, the more specific you can be, the better.
So it's about going beyond that initial idea
Right.
and really fleshing out the concept.
Yes.
Almost like painting a detailed picture for the manufacturer.
Exactly. Imagine walking into a tailor shop
Yeah.
and just saying, I want a suit.
Right.
You get a pretty generic suit, right?
Yeah.
But if you provide specific measurements, fabric preferences, style details, you'll end up with a suit that's perfectly tailored to you.
Right.
The same applies to custom furniture.
So treat your manufacturer like your personal furniture tailor.
Precisely. And it's important to remember
Okay.
that not all manufacturers offer customization services.
Right.
It's something you want to clarify up front during those initial conversations.
Okay.
If customization is a priority, choose a manufacturer with the experience, capabilities,
Yeah.
and frankly, the willingness to collaborate and bring your unique vision to life.
Makes sense. It's about finding that shared creative spirit.
Yeah.
So let's say you've found a manufacturer
Okay.
who's on board with your customization ideas. How does that collaboration process typically work?
It usually starts with a deep dive into your requirements.
Okay.
You might share sketches, mood boards, or even 3D models to convey your vision.
Right.
It's about bringing those ideas out of your head
Yeah.
and onto paper or a computer screen in a way that the manufacturer can understand.
So it's a visual conversation,
Yep.
a way to get everyone on the same page creatively.
Exactly. And the manufacturer will likely provide feedback and suggestions.
Okay.
Based on their expertise and experience,
Right.
they might point out potential challenges or offer alternative solutions that you hadn't considered.
Okay.
It's a collaborative process,
Yeah.
a back and forth exchange of ideas to refine the design and ensure it's both beautiful and feasible.
So it's about combining your vision with their technical know-how.
Right. And once the design is finalized, the manufacturer will usually create a prototype for your approval.
Okay.
This is a crucial step
Right.
because it allows you to see the design in physical form
Right.
and make any necessary adjustments before full-scale production begins.
So it's like a test drive for your furniture.
That's a great analogy. It gives you the opportunity
Yeah.
to make sure everything is perfect before committing to a larger production run.
Right.
And once that prototype gets your stamp of approval,
Okay.
the manufacturer can move forward with making your furniture dreams a reality.
Now, I imagine customization often comes with a higher price tag than simply ordering from a manufacturer's existing catalog.
Right.
How can retailers balance their desire for unique pieces
Yeah.
with their budget constraints?
That's a valid concern.
Yeah.
Customization can be more expensive,
Right.
but there are definitely ways to manage costs.
Okay.
One approach is to start small.
Right.
Instead of customizing an entire furniture line, focus on a few key pieces that will make a statement
Okay.
and set your brand apart.
So, choose your battles wisely.
Yes,
Invest in customization when it makes the biggest impact.
exactly. And remember, customization doesn't have to be all or nothing.
Okay.
You can often achieve a unique look by tweaking existing designs.
Right.
Perhaps changing the materials or adding a special detail.
So it's about being creative and finding those subtle touches that can make a big difference without breaking the bank.
Precisely. Another crucial tip is to be upfront about your budget
Okay.
from the very beginning. The manufacturer might be able to suggest alternative materials or production methods
Right.
that can help keep costs down
Okay.
without sacrificing quality or style.
That open communication and transparency come into play again.
Always. The more open you are about your needs and constraints,
Yeah.
the better equipped the manufacturer will be
Right.
to find solutions that work for both of you.
Now, I want to circle back to a topic that's close to my heart
Okay.
and incredibly relevant in today's world: sustainability.
Yes,
Consumers are more aware than ever
absolutely.
of the environmental impact of their purchases, and they're looking for brands that share their values.
Right.
How can retailers ensure their furniture is stylish, functional, and sustainable?
That's such an important question.
Yeah.
And it's encouraging to see
Yeah.
that more and more manufacturers, like ASKT, are truly taking sustainability seriously.
Okay.
One of the first things to consider is material selection.
Right.
Look for manufacturers who prioritize eco-friendly materials, sustainably harvested wood, recycled metals, organic fabrics.
Yeah.
There are so many options available now
Right.
that are both beautiful and good for the planet.
So it's about choosing materials
Yes.
that have a minimal impact on the environment.
Right.
But what about the production process itself?
Uh-huh.
Can that be made more sustainable as well?
Absolutely. Look for manufacturers who are committed
Okay.
to minimizing their environmental footprint
Mm-hmm.
throughout their operations.
Okay.
This might include using energy-efficient equipment,
Right.
reducing waste through smart production processes,
Uh-huh.
and implementing robust recycling programs.
Okay.
Some manufacturers are even going further,
Wow.
using renewable energy sources like solar or wind power
Yeah.
to run their factories.
Wow, that's fantastic. It's about looking beyond just the materials
Yes.
and considering the entire life cycle of the furniture
Right.
from the moment it's conceived to its eventual disposal.
Exactly. It's about that holistic approach to sustainability.
Yeah.
And don't be shy about asking manufacturers about their practices.
Okay.
Request information about their certifications, their environmental policies,
Huh?
and their efforts to reduce their impact.
So it's about doing your homework,
Mm-hmm.
being an informed consumer,
Yes.
and holding manufacturers accountable for their environmental responsibility.
Right. And remember, as a retailer,
Yeah.
you have the power to influence the industry.
Uh-huh.
By choosing to work with sustainable manufacturers,
Mm-hmm.
you're sending a powerful message
Right.
and supporting those businesses
Yeah.
that are committed to doing things the right way.
Now, before we move on to the final part of our deep dive,
Okay.
I want to revisit something you touched on earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The importance of finding a manufacturer
Yeah.
who's not just a supplier, but a true partner.
Right.
Can you elaborate on what that means
Mm-hmm.
and why it's so crucial for a retailer's success?
Absolutely.
Mm.
Finding the right manufacturing partner
Yeah.
can be a game changer for your business. It's not just about getting your products made.
Right.
It's about finding someone who understands your vision,
Uh-huh.
shares your values, and is truly invested in your long-term growth.
Mm-hmm.
They become an extension of your team,
Yeah.
a collaborative force helping you achieve your goals.
So it's about finding that synergy, that shared passion
Yes,
for creating beautiful and functional furniture.
precisely. It's about finding a manufacturer who's in your corner,
Yeah.
cheering you on every step of the way.
It sounds like finding the right manufacturer
Hmm.
is almost like finding a business soulmate.
Exactly. And remember, communication is key
Right.
throughout the entire journey.
Yeah.
Be open and honest about your needs,
Mhm.
your expectations, and any challenges you're facing.
Yeah.
And be willing to listen to your partner's feedback and suggestions.
Right.
It's a two-way street,
Yeah.
a collaborative dance
Mhm.
that leads to the best possible outcome.
So it's about building that relationship
Yeah.
based on trust, respect, and a genuine understanding of each other's strengths and goals.
Absolutely. When
Yeah.
you find that right manufacturing partner,
Yeah.
it's like having a secret weapon
Okay.
in your business
Yeah.
arsenal.
All right.
They're there to support you,
Uh-huh.
to help you overcome obstacles,
Mm-hmm.
and to celebrate your successes.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
Yeah.
Now, I know we could probably talk about this for hours,
Right.
but in the interest of time,
Yeah.
I want to wrap up this part of our deep dive
Okay.
with one final question.
Mm-hmm.
If you could give our listeners just one piece of advice
Okay.
to help them find that perfect furniture manufacturer,
Right.
that business soulmate,
Mm-hmm.
what would it be?
That's a tough one. But if I had to choose just one piece of advice, it would be this. Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Okay.
Ask about their experience, their capabilities, their values, their sustainability practices,
Right.
everything.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power.
Uh-huh.
And the more you know, the better equipped you'll be
Right.
to make an informed decision
Yeah.
that aligns with your vision and your business goals.
That's excellent advice. Don't be shy.
Right.
Ask those questions.
Mhm.
Gather that knowledge.
Yes,
And trust your instincts.
absolutely.
We'll be back with the final part of our deep dive after a quick break.
Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into the world of furniture manufacturing.
It's been quite a journey, hasn't it?
It really has.
We've covered so much ground.
From uncovering those hidden manufacturers to the importance of shared values.
Right.
And even getting into the nitty-gritty of customization and sustainability.
And of course, we can't forget the ultimate goal. Finding that perfect partner who's as invested in your success as you are.
Absolutely. But before we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
I want to touch on something
Yeah.
that's probably on the mind of every growing business scaling up.
Right.
Let's say you found that dream manufacturer.
Okay.
Your online store is booming.
and you're ready to take things to the next level.
Uh-huh.
What are some key considerations when it comes to scaling furniture production?
That's a great question. And a common hurdle for businesses on the rise.
Yeah.
One of the first things to think about is your manufacturer's capacity.
Okay.
Can they handle those increased production volumes
Right.
without compromising the quality
Yeah.
you've worked so hard to establish,
Mm-hmm.
or uh, those all-important lead times?
So it's about making sure they can grow with you
Yes.
and keep pace as your business expands.
Exactly. You don't want to find yourself turning away customers
Right.
because your manufacturer is struggling to keep up.
Yeah.
It can be a real setback.
Yeah, for sure.
And as you scale,
Yeah.
logistics become even more critical.
Okay.
Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
As your production volume increases,
Yeah.
so do your shipping and warehousing needs.
Right. It's not just about making the furniture.
Yeah.
It's about getting it to your customers efficiently and in a way that makes sense financially.
You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
You might need to explore partnerships with third-party logistics providers,
Okay.
or even consider investing in your own warehousing space.
So scaling up really involves looking at the entire supply chain
Yeah.
from those first designs
Right.
to the moment that beautiful piece of furniture
Mm-hmm.
arrives on a customer's doorstep.
Exactly.
Hmm.
It's about having that big picture perspective.
Okay.
And throughout this entire scaling process,
Yeah.
never underestimate the power of communication.
Right.
As your business grows, staying connected with your manufacturing partner is more important than ever.
So those regular check-ins and open dialogues we talked about earlier
Yeah,
become even more essential.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to ensure everyone is on the same page
Mm-hmm.
and that any potential bumps in the road are addressed proactively.
Right.
Now, I want to bring up something we discussed earlier,
All right.
diversification.
Right.
We talked about how having multiple manufacturing sources can help mitigate risks,
Hmm.
but is that something retailers should consider as they scale?
Okay.
Or is it better to stick with that one trusted partner
Right.
they've built a strong relationship with?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
It's almost like choosing between deepening a relationship with one partner
Mm-hmm.
or expanding your circle.
It's a strategic decision, and honestly, there's no one-size-fits-all answer.
Right.
It really depends on your individual circumstances, your risk tolerance,
Okay.
the type of products you offer, and your overall growth goals.
Makes sense.
There are definitely pros and cons to both approaches.
Can you walk us through some of those?
Sure.
What are the advantages of sticking with one manufacturer as you scale?
One of the biggest advantages is the strength of that existing relationship.
Okay.
You've already built trust, you understand each other's processes,
Right.
and you have that shared history of success.
Mm-hmm.
This can make communication smoother
Yeah. Yeah.
and production more efficient.
So you're leveraging that existing bond and shared knowledge.
Exactly. And often you can negotiate better pricing and terms.
Okay.
When you're working with a single manufacturer on larger volumes,
Right.
it can be a win-win for both sides.
So there's a potential cost benefit as well.
There is.
But I imagine there are also risks
Yes.
associated with relying solely on one manufacturer,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's a great relationship.
You're right.
Yeah.
As much as we'd love to predict the future,
Yeah.
unexpected events happen.
Right. Yeah.
What if your sole manufacturer experiences a setback,
Okay.
like a fire, a natural disaster,
Hmm.
or even a change in ownership?
Yeah.
That could disrupt your entire production
Oh, wow.
and bring things to a screeching halt.
That's a scary thought.
It is.
It highlights why that idea of diversification can be so appealing.
Exactly. Diversifying your manufacturing sources provides a safety net.
Okay.
If one manufacturer encounters a problem,
Mm-hmm.
you have others to rely on, minimizing the impact on your business.
It's like spreading the risk.
Precisely. And beyond risk management,
Okay.
diversification can give you access to a wider range of expertise, materials,
Right.
and production capabilities.
Yeah.
This can be especially valuable
Yeah.
if you're expanding your product line or venturing into new markets.
So diversification offers flexibility.
Yes.
And opens up new possibilities.
Exactly. But it's important to acknowledge
Okay.
that managing multiple manufacturers comes with its own set of challenges.
Yeah.
It requires strong organizational skills,
Yeah.
clear communication protocols,
Mhm.
and a system for tracking production across different locations.
Okay.
It can be a juggling act.
So it's not a decision to be taken lightly.
It's not.
It requires careful planning and execution.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the decision of whether to stick with one manufacturer or diversify
Yeah,
comes down to your specific circumstances and your business strategy.
right.
Weigh the pros and cons carefully
Okay.
and choose the path that feels right for you.
Well said. Now, as we reach the end of our deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to leave our listeners with this thought.
Okay.
Finding the perfect furniture manufacturer is about so much more than just finding a supplier.
Right.
It's about finding a partner
Yes.
who can help you bring your vision to life,
Mm-hmm.
grow your business in a way that feels authentic to you,
Yeah.
and make a positive impact on the world.
I couldn't agree more. It's about finding that perfect blend of quality, affordability, innovation, and sustainability.
Right.
It's about finding a partner who shares your values
Yeah.
and is as passionate about your success as you are.
Thank you so much for sharing your incredible insights with us today.
It's been my pleasure.
You've given our listeners so much valuable knowledge
Yeah.
and practical advice.
I'm always happy to help businesses navigate the furniture industry
Right.
and find those perfect partnerships
Yeah.
that will fuel their growth.
And to our listeners, we hope this deep dive has given you the confidence and knowledge to embark on your own furniture manufacturing journey.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, knowledge is power.
That's right.
And you're now equipped with the tools to make informed decisions
Yeah.
that will propel your business forward.
Don't be afraid to ask questions. Trust your instincts
Right.
and build those strong relationships.
Absolutely.
The perfect manufacturing partner is out there,
Yeah.
ready to help you turn your furniture dreams into reality.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be back soon with another episode exploring a new topic
All right.
and uncovering even more hidden gems of knowledge. Until then, happy manufacturing.